Hello! Welcome back to Let's Play The Sims Medieval. I'm sorry about last video, the volume was a little loud on the game. Still kind of working with volumes and such, so hopefully this time it won't be as bad. If it is, I am sorry once again. So, well, let's continue. First, I'm actually not going to go to lessons. I'm going to turn the volume down just a little more because I just don't trust it. Okay. Sorry if the music is a little quiet, but here we go, into the throne room. Needs new Monarch. As you can see here, there's the button to create your new Monarch, or select a new Monarch. And you can actually use your resources to either give them more money or for the building, or to give them more experience to start them at a new level. I will be doing neither, actually. I'm going to be starting with both. It gives you 2 monarchs to choose from if you wish, or you can create a new monarch, which we are going to do right now. This first create a sim is going to be a little different and a little long because I'm going to try and go through all the various different things. Later, when I make the other heroes, it will not take as long. But first, we need to name our monarch. And this will be quite simple, because we will just name him Eurowan. And in case anyone was ever wondering what Eurowan's last name ever was, it's always been Funst to me. I know that's a weird way to call it, Funst. But, hey, you can select female or male. We have a male selected already, so you can see. You can change the voice.
Yannick Breklem. Kensipe.
Mefit Yagelden.
Then Sladunev.
All of which are kind of funny sounding. A lot of it's because it has a very high pitch. You can also go very low.
Suavent.
Sarsibel.
Zorin Kensipe.
Florik.
Zamine Lesham.
Cobrel. Brelkis.
Menal. Amenash.
We'll go there. That sounds like a good voice. Continuing on the basics, you can change the skin tone. It can be anything from pale as snow to dark as night. I want a little color. One thing I am going to do, though, real quick, is take off the hat, because I want to be able to at least see his face first. That won't be his hairstyle, so do not worry, but... Okay, you can choose the weight. You can have him very skinny, or make him very fat, and everything in between. The second slider is the muscle. We can make him even scrawnier, or very built. I'm going to kind of adjust it to how I normally do it. A little bit of size, but mostly muscle. Now we have to choose traits. You can only choose 3 traits, and there are 2 different types of traits. There are traits, and then fatal flaws. You have to have 1 fatal flaw. I'm going to go through all the traits this time, just to do it all in one run, as well as the flaws, and then next time I'm not going to explain them as much, that way so we can just quickly go through them. First trait is adventurous. As a kind of self-explanatory, you tend to be more into adventure. You want to do more, want to go out and do things. You want to play each character to their traits. It helps them become happier. For instance, if you're an adventurous person but you play your sim as kind of indoorsy, you're actually going to lose a lot of what's called focus. Next is chivalrous. They are very loyal to the ones that they love, and it becomes very easy for them to make people love them. But once they have people fall in love with them, they cannot court anyone else. It actually prevents you from doing it. So, whoops. We have that. Creative cook is another trait. They tend to be better cooks. I think it goes faster. I'm not exactly positive as to what all these do. So we'll be experimenting here and there. Invisible Earthy. Dedicated. They like getting stuff done. They like working. They like completing work. Sometimes when they finish, doing their daily tasks, they will actually get new ones. The next 4 is earthy. They love being outdoors, love being around nature. Eloquent, the ability to talk very well. Evil, although I don't see how that's a trait, not a fatal flaw. But they tend to be staying away from the goodness. They tend to be, well, for lack of a better term, evil. More towards pain and suffering. Excitable, short-term ADHD. They do tend to get a little distracted. They get very happy about random things. Friendly, kind of self-explanatory. They love having friends. They love making relationships. Fun-loving. A lot of these are self-explanatory. Good. The opposite of evil. You cannot have both traits. In fact, some traits will cancel out other traits and fatal flaws. Greedy. We have a haggler, which is very handy. It allows you to get prices for cheaper. Hopeful orphan is kind of a story-based one, and I'm actually going to have Euroan be a hopeful orphan. They have this lifelong quest of sorts to find their parents. There are you can get actual special social interactions with people, and sometimes will give you information about your parents. The jokester likes to make jokes. They're actually quite well at telling funny stories and jokes. A very easy way to make people like you. If you're a family man or woman, you can be loves family. You can get married in this game. I may get married, I may not. I actually even may offer people to pick the spouse if I choose fit. We have scholarly, love reading, love learning, just love being around books in general. Next is solitary, being kind of a loner, kind of the opposite of one of the other ones up there. Unkempt means they just love being dirty. They don't like to bathe, they don't like to shower, they don't wash their hands, they don't do their hair, they just really don't care about their appearance. A lot of times their mood will be better the dirtier they get. Kind of the opposite of that is vain. They love looking their best. They are in love with themselves for the most part. And finally, a whale ate my parents. Yes, that is kind of funny, and as you can see, it's grayed out. Because I'm an orphan, I don't know where my parents went. I don't know that the whale ate them. Again, this kind of gives you kind of a quest and other interesting conversations. I may have one of the hero's parents get eaten by a whale. But as of right now, I think a good one for me is going to be eloquent. I cannot speak. So we have a hopeful orphan that is an eloquent talker. Now for the fatal flaw. These are fun. Bloodthirsty. They love to fight. They will fight everybody and anybody. If they haven't fought in a while, they'll actually be in a bad mood. We have a compulsive gambler. Again, if they don't gamble for a set amount of time, they become in a bad mood. Cowardly. They tend to get scared easily. Cruel. Cursed, which is kind of random. If anyone's played Sims 3 and has done the unlucky trait, that is very similar. Drunkard. We can make our king an alcoholic. A fool, who's kind of scattered-brained and doesn't really get much in common sense, can tend to fall upstairs, I guess. Glutton, loves to eat, very much like me. One of my fatal flaws, I guess. Hubris is they are full of themselves. If people aren't talking about them, they will kill them. I kid. But they will become unhappy if they're not the center of attention. Insecure, another one of my own personal fatal flaws, I guess. This is kind of why it's been so hard for me to get into Let's Playing. They lack the self-confidence, and if social things kind of go downhill for them, they actually become less focused. An insomniac really can't sleep. This, I guess it can be handy. The energy won't fall as much, but when their energy does fall, it's not guaranteed it's going to fill, because sometimes they'll just wake up in the middle of the night. Licentious, this is the opposite of chivalrous, basically. They love love, they love sex, they love kissing. They don't care if it comes from one person or 15. And if they do not get the attention they need, they will become unhappy. A misanthrope is, they just hate people. Antisocial, they don't want to be around people, they think people are dumb, they think that the only person that is a person is themselves. Morose, emo, unhappy, they tend to not like being happy, I guess. Puny, they're physically weak and feeble. Be a great thing for weaklings, someone who's not really going to be fighting, I guess. Uncouth is blocked because we're eloquent. Uncouth is actually the opposite, where they tend to be more insultive, they tend to say the wrong things at the wrong time, or the right things, just at the wrong times. And finally, a weak constitution. These people are more likely to get sick, or not be able to stomach certain foods or drinks, tend to not drink very well. But our fatal flaw, as the king, we are going to be a cursed king. Just because it makes for an interesting story. So next, we get to choose outfits. There are various hairstyles, as you can see here. Or you can have different types of hats. You can choose the hair colors. You can also go into change color and actually change everything from the base hair color to the highlights. You also can use a color wheel if you want special colors. You have your eyebrows to choose from, and the facial hair. Next we have head design. You can either choose a predetermined design or create it all yourself. Same goes for the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and makeup. Finally, we have clothing. I have various different outfits. This last row right here came with the code that I was given. However, I think this will suit our king well. I'm going to change colors so we can kind of see what's going on here. I always make a purple cape because purple always signified royalty, especially royal purple, kind of where the name came from. The hair, the face, all that's going to change. I'll probably do that off screen. And next episode, when I come back, you will see what our king looks like. Let's make some colors here. So there's our outfit. Like I had said, next time when you come back, I will have our king fully transformed into what we want him to look like. So until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and never forget, happy gaming!